It was 3:47 in the morning when I finally watched the recordings. I was alone in the living room, in the dark, with my laptop lighting up my face. On the screen, in the gray tones of night vision, my daughter Emma appeared sitting on her bed, phone to her ear, crying. The audio was poor, muffled, but I could hear, "I don't know if I should tell her. She's going to freak out." I felt my blood run cold. I had installed that camera expecting to catch my daughter using drugs, or being manipulated by the boyfriend I was so suspicious of. But what I discovered was something completely different, something that would change everything. Let me go back a bit, so you can understand how I got to this point. My name is Sarah. I'm 38 years old. I'm a nurse, single mom. I've been raising Emma alone since she was 3 years old. Her father? Well, I always told Emma that her father had died in an accident. He's in heaven, honey. He loved you so much. It was easier than telling the truth, that her father abandoned us and never came back. For 13 years, that lie worked. Emma grew up responsible, independent, got excellent grades. I worked double shifts to make ends meet, and I was proud of that. I raised my daughter right, I'd tell my coworkers, until 2 months ago, when everything fell apart. Emma started dating a guy named Tyler, 18 years old, tattoo on his arm, piercing, loud motorcycle, complicated family. I didn't like him from day one. "That boy is trouble," I told her. "Just look at him." "Mom, you don't even know him." "I don't need to know him. I can recognize a problem when I see one." And from that point on, my daughter changed completely. She became aggressive, slammed doors, locked herself in her room for hours, lost weight, dark circles appeared under her eyes, her grades plummeted. I was certain it was his fault. "That kid is manipulating her. He's turning her against me." My coworkers agreed. "I bet it's drugs. Or he's abusing her." I started hearing Emma walking around the house in the middle of the night. Sometimes I'd hear muffled crying. When I asked, she'd say everything was fine. But it wasn't. I work night shifts at the hospital. When I leave, Emma stays home alone. And I knew that during those times, Tyler would come over. He didn't have to sneak through a window or anything like that. She'd simply open the door for him. I hated that. Hated knowing that while I was taking care of patients, my daughter was letting that boy into my house, into her room, with no one around. I tried to forbid it. She ignored me. The more I tried to control her, the more she pulled away. Until one night, I heard a crash coming from her room. I ran. The door was locked. "Emma, open this door." When she finally opened it, she was sweating, trembling. A chair was knocked over behind her. I tripped. "What were you doing?" "Nothing. Get out of my room." And she slammed the door in my face. That's when I decided. She's hiding something, and I'm going to find out what. The next day, I bought a security camera, small, discreet, with night vision. I installed it in my daughter's room while she was at school. I placed it on a high shelf between an old picture frame and a stack of books, almost invisible. Just to protect her, I told myself. But deep down, I had already decided. It was drugs, or Tyler doing something wrong. For the first few days, nothing suspicious. Emma on her phone, lying down, staring at the ceiling. But on the third night, I saw something that left me speechless. 12:20 a.m. Emma suddenly sat up in bed. She put her hands on her chest, started breathing fast, desperately. She got up, walked around her room with her hands shaking, slid down to the floor, and started crying. It wasn't ordinary crying. It was pure desperation. I was home at that time, in the room next door, and I didn't hear anything. Emma stayed there, curled up on the floor, for 20 minutes, until she managed to get back to bed, still trembling. I fast-forwarded through the other nights. The same thing. Every night, between midnight and 3 a.m., my daughter had these episodes, and I had never noticed. Could it be depression? I thought. And then, on a Tuesday, 2 a.m, I heard her bedroom door open. Tyler came in. I sat up straight. I knew it. But he wasn't taking advantage of her. He sat next to Emma, who was crying, and just held her. He stayed there, comforting her, for almost an hour. Before leaving, he took a folded piece of paper from his pocket, handed it to her. Drugs. It has to be, I thought. The next morning, I went into Emma's room. I took the paper from her drawer. It wasn't drugs. It was a phone number. And underneath, support group, St. Francis Church, free. You're not alone. I called the number, my hands shaking. It's a support group for young people with depression, anxiety, self-destructive thoughts. I hung up, stunned. She's not using drugs. She's suffering. And Tyler noticed. I opened her browser history. I saw searches. How to know if I have depression. Is it normal to want to disappear? My mom will never understand. I felt tears falling. I failed her. I was determined. I was going to confront Emma. Tell her I knew everything. That we were going to get help together. But then I saw the most recent recording. 3 a.m. Emma on the phone, crying. I don't know if I should tell her. She's going to freak out. Pause. You don't understand. She told me my whole life that you were dead. She lied to me. My heart stopped. I want to see you, but I'm scared. I'm angry. You abandoned me. Emma broke down. I don't know what to do, Dad. I don't know. I paused the video. I just sat there, paralyzed. Her father is alive? I reviewed everything with new eyes. Found more conversations. Emma on the phone. You found me on Facebook? Where are you hospitalized? In another recording, Emma with Tyler. He said he has a terminal illness, that he wants to see me before he dies. But how do I tell my mom? She lied to me my whole life. I grabbed Emma's phone while she was sleeping. Found the messages. Emma, it's your dad. I know your mom told you I died, but I'm alive and sick. Terminal illness, a few weeks left. I wanted to see you. One last time. And my daughter's response, why did you leave? I was 21 years old. I wasn't ready. I panicked. I ran. And then I was too ashamed to come back. I felt my chest tighten. All of Emma's suffering wasn't just depression. It was the weight of a secret she was carrying alone. A secret that I created by lying to her for 13 years. The next morning, I waited for Emma in the living room. Sit down. We need to talk. She saw the support group paper on the table, went pale. I took a deep breath. I put a camera in your room. You did what? I was worried. I thought you were using drugs. You spied on me? She stood up, shaking with anger. You invaded my privacy. I know about your father. Emma froze. You saw? I saw. I heard. I know he called you. That he's hospitalized. That he wants to see you. You had no right. Tears started falling. You lied to me, my whole life. You said he was dead. He abandoned you. I wasn't going to let you grow up knowing your father didn't want you. But it was the truth. I had a right to know. You were 3 years old. You could have told me when I got older, but you kept lying. I had no answer for that, because she was right. Emma wiped her tears angrily. He called me 3 weeks ago, said he's dying, that he wants to see me, and I didn't know what to do. I'm angry at him, but he's my dad, and he's dying. Her voice broke. And I couldn't tell you, because you lied, so I was alone, carrying this alone, not knowing what to do. She looked at me with a pain I'll never forget. You put me in this situation. I felt guilt crushing me. I'm so sorry. Heavy silence. Where is he? I asked. St. Luke's Hospital, room 304. Do you want to go see him? I don't know. I took a deep breath. You have the right to decide. I won't stop you. It's your choice, only yours. I paused. I lied to you, and I was completely wrong, but he's your father. If he's dying and wants to see you, you decide. I paused again. I'll support you, whatever your decision is, but don't carry this alone, not again. Emma broke down crying, and for the first time in weeks, she let me hug her. 2 days later, we were in the hospital parking lot. Emma wouldn't get out of the car. I don't know if I can do this. We can leave right now. But what if I regret it? It's your choice. There's no right or wrong. Will you come with me? If you want me to. I do. The man in the bed was thin, pale, with thinning hair, but his eyes were just like Emma's. When he saw his daughter, he started crying. Emma. Emma stood still, not speaking. Thank you for coming. I know I don't have the right. I abandoned you. I was a coward. His voice failed. I was so young, so scared, so I ran. And then I was too ashamed to come back. He wiped his tears. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I just wanted to see you, to tell you I'm sorry. Emma finally spoke. Why didn't you come back later, when I was older? I thought you were better off without me. Don't you think I had the right to decide that? The man lowered his eyes. You did. Emma took a step forward. I wanted to hate you, but I can't, because you're my dad, and part of me still wanted to know you. She paused. But I don't know if I can forgive you. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Then what are you asking for? Just a chance to know you, even if it's just for a few days. Emma looked at me. I nodded. She pulled up a chair. Okay, let's talk. For the next 2 weeks, Emma visited her father every day. I always went with her, waiting in the hallway. When her father died, Emma cried. Not like someone losing someone they loved, but like someone losing the chance to have loved. At the funeral, she read, I don't forgive you. Maybe I never will, but I understand you, and I hope you found peace, because I'm still looking for mine. Today, 3 months later, Emma is in therapy. So am I. I learned that lying to protect isn't protection. It's control disguised as love. The camera? I removed it that same day. I apologized. I promised to never spy instead of talk. Tyler? He's still dating Emma. And I learned that tattoos and piercings don't define character. Emma still has difficult days, still carries anger, but she doesn't carry it alone. I keep this story like a scar. It hurts to remember, but it teaches. I almost lost my daughter because I chose to spy instead of listen. Because I lied instead of trusted. Because I judged instead of understood. I learned that protecting isn't hiding the truth. It's giving tools to deal with it. That loving isn't controlling. It's being present. Before installing a camera, install a conversation. Before lying to protect, ask yourself, protect from what? From the truth. Because sometimes the greatest danger comes from the lies we tell thinking we're protecting. And you? Have you ever lied to someone to protect them? Have you ever discovered a truth that changed everything? Leave it in the comments. I read them all. Thank you for listening.